Well, certainly no one has pushed harder to find answers in this case than the family of Dominique Allen.
They pushed to keep the case active with the public and with police. Scott Swan continues our team coverage now with a look at the mixed emotions that family feels tonight.
Yeah,
Scott?
for nearly 3 months, this family has made sure the Dominique Allen story stayed in the public eye. They worked with police, they went on social media, they wanted to find the killer.
Dominique Allen's father broke down after getting the news that a man with a long criminal history was arrested and charged with the murder of the Ben Davis freshman.
Her laughter, her being with her friends. I just miss her.
Dominique's family has been pursuing an arrest since the murder in August on Indy's west side. They held vigils, did interviews, and used social media in hopes of generating leads.
It's like we're reaching out to the kids and the community in that way as well, because like, you know, they said in the conference, the community needed to be involved in this case.
We wanted to find out who did this to her.
Thank you for the strength that you've given this community.
They huddled in prayer Friday, clutching each other, as they have so many times.
We pray that you continue to strengthen this family.
The Allens are bonded in faith, and they are unwilling to discuss the suspect.
But I can't say what I think about him right now, but he needs to be convicted because she was a baby and he hurt her.
Their motivation to move forward comes from the young girl who lost her life.
We're here for her, and we know that as a family that this is what she wants, and we're going to do what we have to do as a family to get justice.
Then Thanksgiving's coming and she's not going to be there, and she was a baby.
The Allens realize this is a long road. There will be a trial and eventually a verdict. As one of the sisters said outside court today, we got over a hump. Now we need to get over the next hump. And the family also wanted to thank the community for all of the support that they've received so far.
Oh, so tough.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Scott.
And in the days since the teenager's murder, the neighborhood where she died has been on edge out of fear the killer would return and kill again.
Eyewitness News reporter Carrie Klein checked in with neighbors after the arrest to see if now their fears are calmed.
It was about midnight and I said yes. I was happy.
And that was Willie Hawkins' reaction after learning a suspect was in jail charged for the murder of Dominique Allen. Hawkins lives right across the street from where Allen's body was found and describes the last several weeks since that gruesome discovery as sickening.
It was kind of like a kick in the stomach to the community down here. Not too many people live down here, and most of my neighbors and stuff, the Hispanic ones, they were very scared. They got kids and stuff, and they was worried somebody might get their kids.
Dominique disappeared from Mount Street, less than 1 mile from where her body was found, and neighbors here, haunted by this case, now experiencing some peace.
You're never prepared for anything like that, you know, and it's kind of frightening, but it's happening all over this area, you know.
William Akbar spends a lot of time on his front porch at all hours of the day and night, just keeping watch over the block. He is still disturbed that he missed the events of August 31st around 4 a.m.
Do you maybe wish you had been up that morning to see
Yeah, probably, yeah. Because probably I could have said something.
But he is comforted to see this case solved and hopes to see Allen's accused killer pay for his crime. On the city's near west side, Carrie Klein, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Carrie. Meantime, people north in Bluffton say they're stunned that police arrested a suspected killer in their community.
Especially the Glaze family. They had taken in Gholston and his girlfriend into their home. Eyewitness News reporter Kevin Rader has their story tonight from Bluffton.
It's the top story in the Bluffton News banner. Murder suspect arrested in Bluffton.
It just makes me feel bad because I'm just a good Christian.
Michael Glaze couldn't believe it when he heard William Gholston was arrested for the murder of 15-year-old Dominique Allen.
And we looked it up online and found out that she was raped, murdered, burned, and killed. And that hurts me inside my heart.
It hurts Glaze because Gholston was staying at his house. It seems Gholston's girlfriend, Nicole Cruz, a family friend, asked if the couple could stay at their house.
Being a Christian person, I figure, well, maybe I could help you out till you can get on your feet and get out and about.
I didn't know that she brought in a killer.
By God, if I'd have known that from the get-go, he'd have not been in my house.
After he went to jail, she told me about it, but I will not have a killer in my house.
Nicole Cruz had expressed her love and admiration for the man that she says was her fiancé, Gholston, on her Facebook page. But all that changed dramatically upon his arrest by IMPD when she says, "I'm so glad and so blessed to be alive." In Bluffton, Kevin Rader, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
Sources tell Eyewitness News that Metro homicide investigators are taking a close look at whether Gholston is connected to several other unsolved murders of women in central Indiana. Specifically, the cases of 3 women found dead on the north side of the city over a 4-month period. Sources tell us that Gholston frequented this area. Police found the bodies in overgrown lots near Yandis and Columbia north of 20th Street. One of the bodies found in June had been set on fire. And police have suspected Gholston in a long list of crimes before even murder.
They date back to at least 1983 when, at age 15, he was convicted as a juvenile of molesting an 8-year-old. As a young adult, he was convicted of robbery and carrying a handgun without a license.
Now fast forward to 2002, prosecutors tried Gholston for the murder of a young woman on the south side, but jurors found him not guilty. The mother of the victim still believes he did it.
I'd say he ought to be locked up and never let out.
2 years later, prosecutors charged Gholston in a sexual assault and stabbing. Investigators say he picked up the woman on the east side and attacked her in a nearby home. But a few months later, prosecutors dismissed those charges.
Then in 2005, Gholston was convicted of battery against an ex-girlfriend. He served just 82 days of an imposed 1-year sentence. But despite it all, it was a 2006 traffic stop that earned Gholston his longest prison sentence. Police found a loaded semi-automatic gun in his pocket. And while he was sentenced to 16 years, he served only 6.